Don't put your loved ones at risk by allowing them out. I've made a rule for my family and I don't care what happens, except for dire necessity. They're not allowed to leave the home and you're not allowed to let anyone in. And it's okay, whoever you are. You can, we have these rules and regulations imposed, although in my country there's only been one confirmed case, perhaps another two. Maybe we're sitting at 3 today. But I just want to tell you, these precautions are very necessary. It's part of your faith in Allah. I won't allow myself to go out or come in unnecessarily. I know the next 1 or 2 days I might have something necessary to do, but even in that case, I'll try not to come out of my own motor vehicle. So I'll jump into my vehicle within my yard. And those of you who know Africa, we've got yards that are, mashallah, okay. And I will jump out of the car back when I'm in my yard. So there's the contamination and so on. So you have to take it seriously. A lot of you might be affected without knowing. Don't worry. I guess you have to practice. You have to learn not to shake hands. When I went to the masjid, I didn't shake anybody's hands. When I came back in my own home, I haven't shaken anybody's hands, and it's been a while. Like I told you, my own parents, elderly, in their 80s, I've kept a distance from them. My own brothers and my family members, no shaking hands, kept a distance from them. And people, I want you to know this, because I'm talking about Zimbabwe. We've had our first case confirmed, and it may perhaps another 2 cases. I haven't yet seen it from the official sites, but I've heard it via some sites. So subhanallah, may Allah make it easy. I really love all of you and I care for you. That's why I'm telling you this. Those of you who are scholars out there, I don't care what you think of me. I don't care. You can say what you want. You can think we don't lay trust in Allah. We have greater trust in Allah than you, and we have the correct trust. If you were to analyze the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, where he says, if you hear of a ta'un or a pandemic that has, if this type of a plague in a place, don't go into the place and don't come out of the place. Is that not laying trust in Allah? You guys, if you were there at the time, you would have told the Prophet himself that what type of trust do you have in Allah? Na'udhu billah. Whereas he had the greatest trust in Allah, and still he blocked people from going in or coming out. So because in our context, it's no longer to do with cities. It's in every city. So you have to quarantine yourself in your own house, whether you like it or not. Learn from other countries. I promise you, take a look at it, go and study, check what's happened. Be within your home. I'm telling you, if your masjid is open or closed, don't go, neither for Jumu'ah nor for Jama'ah. Do that same in your home. I'm not saying don't pray. I'm saying you don't need to go into the public spot. There are more people affected than you know. If people don't say this, trust me, I don't mind being castigated by my own kith and kin. They will call me names. They will say what they want. It's okay. 4 weeks from now, you will all want to kiss me. Do you know what? I hope we're still alive to do that, inshallah. But what I mean by that is not kiss, but I mean you'll agree with what I have to say. 4 weeks from now, you will agree with what I have to say. So I'm telling you guys, let's not debate about whether the mosque should be open or not. I'm talking about those countries where it is still open, and they have had a few cases, more than 5-10 cases confirmed. I promise you, save yourselves, save your families. Don't go out unless it's necessary. I told my kids today, I don't care about school. You don't need to go. You don't need to have an education for 1 year. We can cut it out. Your life is more important than your education. Remember that. I mean, we're fortunate we have long distance learning. The schools are telling us things. I'm telling you, your jobs, your money, your wealth, your loved ones, whatever. What's the most important at this moment is life. I heard some scholars say that the protection of the deen comes before the protection of your life. While I do agree there's difference of opinion which one comes first, but even if we do say that the protection of your deen comes before the protection of life, that's got nothing to do with closing of the masjid. It's not like you're going to lose the deen. It's a temporary suspension of activity for a short while. We have to deal with something major. I want to tell you once again, I have a feeling that the world is going to change in the next few weeks. The whole world is going to change in the next few weeks. And you know what? People who are talking like they have the trust in Allah, so therefore we must congregate. They are the first ones who are going to agree with what I'm going to say. Today I told someone, brother, please open your mouth. Just before Ramadan, open your mouth. I am not leaving my home. I promise you. Whether it's to the masjid or whether it's to anywhere else, unless there is a necessity, if we have to buy necessity, and even that, we are taking all precautions, we have to make sure, like the older folks, I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. This is very, very serious. My brothers and sisters, I pray that Allah make it easy for those working in the health department.